MAGA Mike Johnson and Trump literally leveled the House trying to pass the big bullshit bill. Commentators and Congress members, what do? They flock to Fox to discuss the situation. Now, the guests that are on the show continue to prove that Fox is nothing less than state-sponsored media. I mean, saying the quiet part out loud again and again and again. So it's just obvious that they think that if you don't blindly support Trump, then you aren't a Republican. I mean, one of Fox hosts told Trump to call in. Why? So that they could do coercion together. Play the clip.
And just now, Trump on Truth Social said the following: for Republicans, this should be an easy yes vote. Ridiculous. Just now, the president is still up. If he's watching, Mr. President, call in. We will do some coercion together. Yes. And that's the whole thing. You're
pathetic. Meanwhile, Jason Chaffetz, a former representative and now Fox contributor, he basically told GOP reps, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. He told the GOP reps that they owe Trump a yes vote because they had ridden his coattails for the last year. No, not true. They are elected people who should do what is best for their constituents and the people of the country. Play the clip.
That's the best the Senate could do. And you're going to hold up the president's agenda. President Trump, you rode every single coattail he had. You rode President Trump's wave to get into office. You took pictures with him. You bragged about him. You've touted him. Now the president is saying, this is my signature piece of legislation. He's been there less than 6 months in this term, Sean. Has he been wrong on anything? He hasn't been wrong on anything. What he's done in terms of tariffs, tackling inflation, all the safety and security, going after, trying to lock down and secure the border. Give him the...
Yeah, you think this guy is trying out for next chief of staff? Meanwhile, at the time, there were 3 no votes, and Chaffetz said that they would vote yes, or get a load of this, or they wouldn't no longer be considered a Republican. Play the clip.
That's why you better get in line. This is a game right now, Sean, of musical chairs. If you're one of those Republicans that are in the last 3, because that's what it'll be, if there are 3 nay votes, you will never be involved and engaged in politics because you can't say that you're a Republican and support Donald Trump. That's the game they're playing. That's the dangerous game they're playing. And why they're messing around with President Trump at this hour, at this time, get over it. Vote yay, get on with the rule, and then vote on final passage.
I tend to agree. I think it's extraordinarily well said.
Of course, Hannity agrees. Look, there are parts of the bill that I don't object to, but there are parts of that 1,000-page bill that everybody should object to, especially the part about Medicaid. Now, Chaffetz also taunted GOP members, saying that he dared them. He literally comes on television and he's daring them to vote against Trump. Play the clip.
I dare you to vote against the president on this because your political career will just be bye-bye.
Yeah.
Tom Tillis, bye-bye.
Jason.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye to you. Wait till you screw over your constituents and they tell you bye-bye. Meanwhile, Representative Randy Fine, he basically said that people should get over losing their health care. I mean, it's so incredible that I'm even saying these things. Randy Fine told people that they should get over the issue of losing their health care because supporting Trump is the more important thing. Play the clip.
Well, I think some of them just didn't want to work at 1 o'clock in the morning, which I personally understand. I wish I was in bed right now. But what we have to understand that the American people are counting on us, and people are losing sight of what this bill does. Imagine you're a waitress working right now who's depending on tips to pay your bills, or you're an older person who's dependent on Social Security and you don't want to pay taxes on what you earned for your whole life. Or you're one of the people who's going to lose all of the tax breaks they've had all of this time. We need to give certainty to the American people. But the most important thing is we all committed to support President Trump. He is counting on us to deliver on his signature legislative achievement, and we just have to get the job done. And I'll stay here all night. I'll stay here for the next week all night. I'll sleep in that cloakroom if that's what we have to do to get the job done for President Trump.
I'm wondering.
No, in fact, who you agreed to support is your constituents. Meanwhile, just because you say something stupid once doesn't mean you're not going to say it again. Blindly follow Trump. Play the clip.
And everyone who's causing him these problems tonight needs to keep that in mind. Ours is the party of Donald Trump. We have to deliver on his agenda, and I'm going to do everything I can to make that happen.
Okay, there you go. Meanwhile, another Fox guest simply just doesn't understand how our government works, saying that people didn't vote for Thomas Massie. Yeah, they did. That's how he ended up becoming a representative. Play the clip.
Might be leaving out.
Yeah, well, I just think it's interesting that all of a sudden people voted for Thomas Massie. Like, I don't remember voting for Thomas Massie with this. I remember voting for Donald Trump to get this bill passed. And I feel like a lot of Americans who voted for Donald Trump feel the same way, especially not only with Thomas Massie, but a lot of the other Republicans who are kind of leaning towards no. They didn't vote for these Congress people. They voted for President Trump. They voted for this mandate. And if you're going to vote no on this, then you're voting along with Democrats, especially Democrats like Maxine Dexter, who was on the Hill today dressed in a white robe, who also visited El Salvador to go see Kilmar Abrego Garcia, who killed Americans. This is something that a lot of people are passionate about passing. If you're not siding with Republicans, then unfortunately you're siding with Democrats, anti-American.
Well, I guess we now have Caroline Levitt Jr. For Fox News. And Representative Smith then comes on and tells Fox that his fellow Congress members shouldn't let perfection get in the way of greatness. Confused? Yeah, so was I. Watch the clip.
I would say to them, do not allow perfection get in the way of greatness. This is a great bill. It's the largest tax cut in the history of America. It's the largest spending cuts in the history of America.
Yeah, what it is a bill that cuts Medicaid, provides benefits to billionaires and mega millionaires at the expense of the working class American. I mean, you're talking about a 1,000-page bill? Really? You can't find anything wrong in a 1,000-page bill that you think your constituents would have you vote against? No, you're just going to capitulate to the whims of one individual. And this isn't even about Trump. This isn't even about Trump anymore. This is about you, GOP members of Congress, just basically rolling over and waiting for Daddy Trump to rub your belly. There's something seriously wrong when you can't get out there, read the frickin' bill, and then make a determination on what is better for your constituents. Meanwhile, Steve Hilton went on Fox and he spread total lies, more and more bullshit, saying that the places in the United States with the most poverty are blue states. By the way, that's not true. And before I show you the clip, here's a graphic from Midas showing the actual truth, showing the facts. In it, it turns around and it says, what are the United States with the most poverty? Based on the most recent data from the United States Census Bureau's 2023 American Community Survey, the states with the highest poverty rates in 2023 are Louisiana, Republican, Mississippi, Republican, New Mexico, West Virginia, voted Republican. Oh, yeah, and Kentucky, too. Top 5.
Not true. And there's further point. They go on about the poor. Where are people suffering the most from poverty? In places run by Democrats. The highest poverty in America, right here in California, run by Democrats. Worst outcomes for people on low incomes, places like New York, Chicago. The Democrats are the party who crush people's hopes and aspirations and keep people stuck in poverty. This kind of legislation is what lifts people up, and that's why we need it.
Yeah,
Finally, I want to end on a clip of a Fox host literally lamenting that Democrats should just celebrate a win. Play the clip.
And the other thing is, this bill is being passed at a point when you see egg prices coming down, gas prices coming down, and people feeling a little bit more confident in the economy. There are some tricky spots indeed, but once you have this bill and people have the confidence that their taxes aren't going to go up, maybe that fuels some economic growth.
Well, and this goes to show that why can't Democrats celebrate a win? Why can't they join together to celebrate and propel a vehicle that really would lift all boats? And I really...
Yeah, because what you're saying is just inaccurate. So I would ask, as I wrote in my Substack of today, GOP, what are you doing? And you have to ask the Republicans, what is it that you actually need to hear? You already have the facts, assuming you read the bill. You already know that this is going to cut Medicaid. This is going to hurt up to 17 million Americans, many of whom are their own constituents. So what do they need to hear? What do they need to see? They need someone to tell them that bill's really not going to hurt people, even though the numbers are right there in black and white, in that 1,000+ page monstrosity? Do they need somebody to assure them that this isn't the hill that you would die on? Because maybe they're going to find their courage the next time in the next big, beautiful bill 2.0? Or do they just want someone to tell them that they're still good people, despite the fact that they're going to hurt millions and millions of Americans, including their own constituents? Because that's exactly what this vote is. It's not policy. It's not governance. This is a test of conscience. And one by one, as these Republicans get peeled off, going from no's to yay votes, they're failing. It's why you and me, we need to build this community so big that our voices can never be drowned out again. And as always, thanks for listening.